name's Kaylee or Banjo. I'm so excited to be joining you guys here for day one of Valorant, and I will be joined by Madav or Minecraft Kid 72.
Yes, sir.
I'm so excited to have you here, Madav. How you doing?
I'm pretty excited. First stream back from the summer. We're playing Valorant. It's gonna be hype. A lot of changes, and I'm just overall excited to be here.
Yeah, me too. Obviously, it's my first time casting here with SNHU, and I am going to be joined by a SNHU veteran. So, any tips for me before we head off onto the air?
Any tips? Is that what you just said?
Mm-hmm.
Any tips? Well, probably watch the game and cast it.
Honestly, you're so right for that.
That's probably the best advice I can give.
I'm super excited. It looks like we're watching SNHU Blue, so our team obviously, versus UIC CGC, which is a lot of letters. I know that UIC stands for University of Illinois Chicago. I'm not too sure what CGC stands for. And we are looking at a map pool of Split, Lotus, and Haven.
Ooh, Split, Lotus, and Haven. So kind of throwbacks here. We don't got we don't. What's the new map again? Sunset. Is that right?
Yep.
I dislike the map.
And we also have Breeze back into the map pool. So
I
that's
played
super
Breeze
excited
recently.
too.
It's actually not terrible, in my opinion. Okay, I don't know how everybody else feels about it, but Breeze for me hasn't been terrible. I like the changes.
I'm not gonna lie. My favorite map to play currently is Ascent.
You can't go wrong with Ascent. Like, there's nothing wrong with
I
Ascent.
don't know why. Like, just walking down catwalk, having tiles, and all the fun little names.
It's good. It's
there's
good.
Pizza, there's wine, there's gelato. I'm so excited. Looks like we're going to head straight into this. We're going to go into Agent Select, and the locks are coming in really quickly. On the UIC CGC side, we have Cobalt, Spec, Flow, Hostage, and Connection IT, apparently.
Whoa!
But looks like on SNHU, we have Tizera, Hilton, Agron, Nami, and Frank. Tizera on the Astra, Hilton on the Fade, Agron on the Chamber, Nami on Breach, Frank on Raze. On UIC CGC, we have Cobalt on Viper, Spec on Sky, Flow on Omen, Hostage on Killjoy, and Tone on Raze.
That's pretty cool. Kind of similar setup here. We got your basic controller. Is there two initiators? No, I don't think so, actually. We're actually running double smokes for UIC here, and obviously there's one duelist and one initiator as well. And for SNHU, having Astra there, I feel like you don't really need a double smoker for Astra because her stars can already do so much. You have her concuss, you can stun people, you have your ability to her gravity well, which can suck people in and make you vulnerable at the same time here. But having that double initiator as well is also really good here because Fade and Breach. Fade, I don't believe Fade has a blind, but she is able to get location very easily here. And Breach, I hate Breach's blind, so that's really good for what it is.
With a little bit of a bigger map, it's always good to have agents that can take control or get you a lot of information. We're starting off really strong. Sky Smoke coming right down mid, and Agron's going to find the first pick with Flow right off the bat. We've also got some paint shells coming out, and that's going to deal some serious damage to the SNHU team. CGC UIC is going to be down 4-5 from SNHU, but they have dinked most of our members for about half, I would say, so it is still anyone's fair game. It does look like SNHU might be stacking over to a B rotate.
Yeah, right now they're kind of lurking around a little bit. Their chamber here, Agron, you're gonna see them kind of to get some information, figure out where most of UIC is. They were able to get a pick there, so they know that one defender is off. If they're assuming correctly, two on each map would be the right play here. But as they're slowly starting to inch towards B, we're actually seeing that as Agron's making more noise here, they're pushing up towards B, and a gunfight happens, but Spec ends up getting the kill on that, and here they are starting to push out.
Yeah, Agron unfortunately unable to find Spec as Tizera finds Tone. And it looks like Hilton tries to get some sort of information, unfortunately taken out by Cobalt. Nami right behind him to take that trade. So lots of very, very meaningful trades happening between the two schools. We're seeing it go down all the way to a 3v2. Raze is basically 0 HP at this point. Frank is going to have to play his cards really, really close in order to stay alive and help his team. Does look like they haven't quite made too much contact yet, but it's all up. And there we go. Frank and Tizera are going to finish out that round. Spec is going to get Nami out, but in the end, it is not enough, and we are going to see that first pistol round head over to SNHU Blue. I am so excited. If that first round was any indication, this game is going to be a doozy.
Well, I don't know, dude. Frank was left on low. Frank was left on super low HP there, like very, very little, and I mean, he was hiding in a corner. I mean,
Yeah.
that's like the smartest play to do there. Kind of hold CT there, make sure there's no more entries. But they both dropped down heaven, so it's a little bit easier for SNHU there to kind of figure out where both players are, and they were able to trade efficiently with 3-2 and able to get that round there.
Going into this round, we are going to see SNHU buy some pretty big weapons, you know, because they did win the first pistol round. So I'm excited to see how they're able to capitalize off that. Might look like we're stacking more towards an A push. Wonder if CGC is able to read that, as it looks like they're all stacking down mid. So SNHU, yep, as we see over here, does have sight for free. Hilton is going to get that plant down, and now CGC has to rotate over, try to get that right.
Oh my,
Code,
what is happening?
does not get all of his shots connected to Hilton, and Hilton stays alive by the skin of his teeth, 7 HP. Nami and Taizera are able to find the first 2 picks, really open up that round for SNHU Blue. It's looking really, really good for them. CGC UIC is struggling to keep up now with 2 of their members, 3 of their members half HP, and Hilton fighting Spec. Frank is going to finish it off with Flow. We've just got one more. Cobalt, unfortunately, unable to find any as Taizera finish off that round with a flawless second round towards SNHU Blue. What an incredible showing from them.
Yeah, super round there. They're most of UIC really kind of just sprinted towards mid, kind of just wanted to get the game over with. I feel like we've seen that a lot last year, and it looks like we're going to be seeing that a lot this year as well. But in terms of guns right now, looks like the economy is about the same. The guns are about the same. The economy is way different here.
Yeah.
UIC, if normally UIC or any opponent on the third round after learning the first 2 pistols, they're supposedly supposed to win the third one. But if they don't win this third one, they're like, their economy is screwed for like the rest of the game.
Haunt going out from mid, trying to get some sort of information, but looks like we're not quite able to spot anyone as the paint shells come out from Mail, trying to bait them out. SNHU is playing a little bit more of a split take, while CGC UIC is doing the same too. So looks a little bit slower. As you said previously, both teams have pretty much better guns, but if CGC is unable to find this round as their own, they are going to be left in the gutters with their economy, probably looking towards a save. So they're definitely going to want to pick this round up from SNHU.
100%. SNHU playing kind of on the slow here, not really trying to do a lot of attacks all at once, because the more time you have in a round, the more you're going to be able to get killed. They're just holding angles, and right here we're literally seeing Flow just peeking this angle over and over again. One person walks out, boom, information right there. So if I had to assume, SNHU just really taking their time, running the clock down, so when they all execute all at once, UIC will have very little time to rotate here.
Hilton's going to make first contact with Flo, get him down pretty low, and that's going to allow Frank to get right onto the site with his blast packs. Spec's going to find Taizera. Hilton's going to find 3 over there. Spec, unfortunately, is going to trade Nami out, but it is down to a 3v2 in favor of SNHU. That find over there for Hilton was so huge for SNHU, so that's going to be looking really, really good for them as he brings out the Nightfall in hopes for some site control. As we see, CGC UIC, unfortunately, is forced off site. Hostage is going to be trying to get his way back onto site, maybe going to be able to find a few picks, but he's definitely going to have to play it really, really well, maybe swinging off his Viper so as not to be picked off in 1v1 isolations.
Yeah, coming out towards CT here. They're going to push out right away. Cobalt and Hostage are going to get 2 right away. It's all down to Agrin here. Going to be able to get that kill on Cobalt. 1 more remaining. So 1v1. Going to have to either play time or make some sort of play here. Hostage going to go for another fake, but Agrin here has an angle as it peeks out. Hostage is able to get the kill, but they are still able to win the round. SNHU and their economy here. I love talking about economy. Okay, their economy right now is look at it. Like it's insane. They are able to buy full Vandals right back up again, and UIC is forced to use only pistols.
Yep,
Pistols and light shield.
Like we said last round, they are going to be forced back into that save because that was their buy round. They weren't able to pick it up. So this is definitely looking really, really good for SNHU. And having that clutch from Agrin, while obviously it's not the best that they weren't able to keep any of their guns, we can still see SNHU buy this round. They're definitely going to want to try to keep this round because their economy isn't the most built up yet. Oh, looks like we might be heading into a 3-man encounter though from CGC. They're pushing up really, really far on A. So might be seeing just a little bit of action. Got the Haunt coming out, trying to get some information, but I don't think it was quite able to spot anyone.
Not yet. They're all really, really slow right now.
Oh, first contact made between Agrin and Spec. Unfortunately, Spec unable to find Agrin as Agrin gets away scot-free. It's now 4v5. It's barely been 20 seconds in the game. Agrin is just looking for kills this game.
Right, I mean, literally just kind of peeking out and holding the angles there. Unfortunately, the smoke, it did disappear super fast there, so their Sky just absolutely just caught in that, which sucks because their Sky also had ult, so it was gonna be able to use. Sorry, her ultimate is used to figure out where the defenders are, or sorry, attackers. My words are off, but. As SNHU starts to rotate over here, we're going to see them again kind of go for another B push here, as most of UIC really tries to rotate towards A or lean towards that area. We see other Vipers still in this area here. They might get shot super fast here soon as he jumps out. Nami able to get the headshot on that, and they're just executing right onto site.
Really, really nice kill from Nami over there, able to help his team get onto site, like you just said. And now they're going to be able to get the bomb down without too much difficulty, as we see Tyzera getting that plant down for his team. They are all just going to have to play for time, you know, waiting for UIC CGC to push into them, as we see Killjoy and Omen try to approach them hostage. However, taken out by Frank in that really, really nice swing.
Yeah, the blind really coming out super well there. Another attack coming out. SNHU really taking the win again.
You know, for someone that goes to SNHU.
SNHU. That's really that's really embarrassing.
It's fine. You want to opt for it just to be called SNHU? I like the flow of SNHU Blue versus UIC CGC. But yeah, really, really good trades from SNHU over there. Unfortunately, Frank not quite finding that Omen. So as we see, his economy is a little bit lower than everyone else on the SNHU team. We are also going to see UIC CGC able to buy this round. I'm super excited to see the Seekers come out from Spec, actually. He has been having the most impact on his team, so I'm really hoping that the Seekers are either going to be able to push them onto site or help his team get a little bit more information as they're playing for a retake, as we see SNHU look more towards an A push this round.
Yeah, really sneaking up here, very slow. We see Agron trying to spray some bullets down, try to get an early pick, but again, they could be using that for information because they are split. Nami and Astra are going through mid there, trying to get some more picks and information, and definitely playing more aggressive here. And Spec, making sure Frank doesn't move up anymore, is going to shut him down right away.
Agron's playing super dangerous, walking almost into the KJ Molly, but you know, he was able to just barely avoid that, try to get away, shot the Seekers out, so really glad that they were able to come out. But now looking at a 4v5, SNHU not really in the lead. I do see how SNHU is going to play a little bit slower with Cobalt finding Tyzera, take it down to a now 2v5 after Cobalt finds Nami as well.
Really playing it slow here. That wall may drop any second now. Just waiting for Cobalt to peek that. The blind comes out. He walks by, able to get Hilton. Only Agron left on the team now. He may know where Spec is. Kind of just hiding in that area. Drops his... Oh, I was really confused there. But gets another Phantom as a reload there. And the spike as well. Only 25 seconds to really make a move here. He can only really push A at the moment. And most of the team knows where he is. Able to peek out and get one kill. But Tone is going to make sure that he doesn't get another round there. And UIC, right?
UIC CGC.
Yeah, it gets the round for that.
Yeah, really, really good round out of UIC CGC. You know, like I said, I was really excited to see those Seekers come out. Obviously, most of them were shot out by Agron before they were able to do too much damage.
Right.
But having them out definitely did give SNHU, sorry, not SNHU, UIC some sort of information. So really, really good for them. Spec finding those, was it 2 or 3 early round kills as well?
I think
definitely helped his team out. So super happy to see. Sorry, not Spec, Cobalt. There we go, Cobalt. Able to find those kills definitely helped his team and was absolutely detrimental to SNHU. As we see them now, they are going to be once again pushing towards an A stack. So I'm super excited to see if they're able to bring it back from what happened last round as they send their Prowler out. Agron's gonna have his ult up and he's gonna be looking for any sort of
there's a little
picks.
peek angle there. I didn't even know that through the Viper wall there. It could be just like a graphic setting, but Agron having his ultimate, just really holding down this angle here, but I'm not really too sure what the plan for SNHU is going to be right now, because right now they're rotating back, you know what I mean? They haven't really made an impact here.
Yeah, it's just happening really, really slowly, and I'm not too surprised. Definitely SNHU was not expecting to win that, to lose that round last round, so we can see how they're playing just a little bit more hesitantly. Looks like they are planning to leave Agron just by himself holding A site and having the rest of the team rotate over to mid, possibly looking for a B push. So I'm super excited to see how UIC CGC will react to this. It does look like all of them are still holding their positions.
Yeah, I mean, UIC does have Viper ult here, so they could use it possibly on a site already, but it doesn't look like that's the plan that they're going to do, because they know Chamber has his ultimate up and ready, so they're going to assume that he's going to be going on long sites here, but most of SNHU, again, kind of pushing towards B here, not really going for anything big, but that Astra wall comes out, and the blind gets most of SNHU as they start to rotate onto site here. Frank and most of the team on site literally are just hiding behind this wall at the moment.
Yeah, you know, they are running out of time, so SNHU is really going to have to play it fast to get the spike down, and they are able to do that as Taizera and Nami both find 3. So Nami's going to tie it out with a 2K. That's going to bring it down to a 4v2. But UIC CGC was also able to find a pick. Spec now finding Nami. Taizera trading that out really quickly with Spec, and Agron finishing it off with hostage. What an absolutely amazing round from SNHU. That's going to be really, really good for their economy.
Yeah, Agron really being the rat here, kind of lurking around from A and getting that final kill with his ultimate. I mean, you know, he popped that out from the beginning, and even so, I feel like UIC just did not want to peek, because with Chamber Ultimate, it's so hard to really, I mean, I feel like to dodge. I mean, if you, obviously if you're playing Chamber, you must be good at hopping or like just sniping.
Yeah,
like you must be. Like there's no way.
So essentially being everything that I'm not. I don't even think I know what the definition of aim is anymore at this point.
What rank are you?
Like wood?
Wood?
Yeah.
Wood 1.
Yeah. It's genuinely so bad. Anyways, enough about my awful game making. I'm super excited to see Agron unfortunately walk straight into hostage. Frank is going to be able to trade hostage out, but that might be detrimental to Snoop. What am I saying? Taizera is going out on a limb over here, managing to find 2. He brings it down to a 2v4 for his team. It's not looking very good for CGC currently.
Yeah, I mean, right now, most of UIC's defenders are on A right now, and I think SNHU knows that because they could be trying to do a fake rotate of everything, but Cobalt getting a little nosy, kind of pushing up there, is just going to die right away and making sure he doesn't go anywhere at the moment. But, that's a little awkward. I think we have technical difficulties there. But back to what I was saying, SNHU really getting this rotate on and kind of going back to B here. Spec has a stinger, and that blows.
Okay, look. A stinger in the right hands can be devastating.
Maybe.
Those right hands are not my hands, but they could be Spec's hands. He's going to walk into Taizera, though, so I guess we're going to have to see. Oh, tries to get a really nice flick off of him, but Taizera is just faster. He finishes that off with a 3K. What an absolutely amazing showing from SNHU. UIC CGC down 1-6. I think we might be seeing a timeout coming out from them soon, actually. What do you think?
I mean, I would hope there's a timeout. I mean, whatever it seems to be doing. I mean, they did win that first round there, but I wasn't sure if that was because of a gun difference or if that was just because the way they played. I mean, if they really kind of need to look back and see what SNHU is really improving in, because SNHU just runs down the timer, so UIC may just get impatient, wait for them to push up, or just might not have enough time to really, you know, kind of pick out what they really want to do here. But SNHU not having the bomb in anybody's hands here. It looks like they're just going to be playing for picks. Frank gets a little bit more aggressive going on top of these boxes here, and Cobalt is stuck in that sewer area. And it's just...
Did you see
what
they tried to do? They tried to do that C's paint shell combo that's actually so devastating. Unfortunately, not quite able to find anyone near rope, so definitely got away pretty lucky with that. Does look like they are moving away from their mid push, and we are heading into more of a B push. Tone did try to get the showstopper out there. Unfortunately, unable to find anyone, so a little bit of a wasted investment. Excited to see what they're going to be able to do now as SNHU looks for a 4-stack towards B, once again leaving Agron very much closer to A site.
Yeah, Agron being the dedicated lurker here, kind of just doing his own thing and just trying to make as much noise as possible here. But since he's always been a lurker, I wonder if UIC will really fall for that one more time.
Oh
but
my goodness.
It doesn't really matter because that nightfall is going to come right out. Frank, sorry, with the rocket launcher, gonna try and get a kill, but nothing happens as well, and they're all there. What's happening, Kaylee? Do you like take it away from me?
Yeah, unfortunately, not able to find much value with the showstopper, and then Flo and Spike both take Frank and Nami out. Hilton right there to trade them both out though, so not too bad, but definitely gonna look bad for them as Hilton coming up with a 3K. Taizera takes hostage out. Cobalt is going to trade Hilton out. It is down to a 2v1. CGC UIC, that is a lot of letters for someone that is dyslexic. And Agron is going to finish that out with Cobalt.
Yeah, really solid round there. I mean, I feel like this is the classic SNHU play here. They have Agron lurk, and everybody else kind of play for picks or either go through the other side. And I feel they've been doing that last year as well.
Yep.
So it's not much of a big surprise here, but especially with I feel like we haven't seen a lot of Raze though. You know, Frank with Raze able kind of to, you know, do his job as a duelist, obviously, but his paint shells, being able to create that kind of space and popping that showstopper is going to be able to back people away from that site and make sure that they're just not going to be able to retake it as fast.
I think that having that fade raise combo is going to be super good for taking site control, as we've been seeing both Frank and Hilton really take over this, most of the sites actually, using their ultimates and all of their kits and their util to really get as much control or information as they can from the other team. We are looking towards a little bit more of a split, but SNHU might be looking to rotate as CGC UIC holds their positions, waiting for SNHU to push into them.
Tone with the stinger there. As you said, if it's good in the right hands, it just may be devastating there. But Frank hitting that headshot there, not gonna get that full kill right away, is gonna leave their Viper seriously damaged there. I want to see if that's like 1 HP. I can't even see the health bar on that at all here. But SNHU making the rotate over Nami, able to get that first pick, and that's a sign for SNHU just to go right away as they start to execute.
Oh, that Prowler almost finding Spec in elbow, but it looks like Agron and Tyzer are going to follow that up really, really quickly, finding Spec and Cobalt, bring it down to a 2v5, not in favor of CGC. Frank's going to find Tone, trying to come up ropes, and it looks like it's all up to Flo now. Flo, not too sure what he's going to be able to do. He's got a Sheriff, and he has to go against 5 from SNHU, as we see Nami finishing it up really, really quickly. This season was a little bit of an overkill, but, trying to get just him to roll out.
I mean, does it really matter though?
From SNHU.
Does it really matter? Look at their economy right now. Like, their economy is literally so good. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like what they're using as an overkill. It's not overkill.
Yeah,
at all.
No. You're right. Super excited to see this timeout come out from Tone, however. So far, we're I think 6-7 rounds in. What do you think about the gameplay?
I think when they're trying to so I'm seeing UIC trying to push up there. They're trying to play in little sneaky areas, but I feel like they just can't predict when SNHU is going to go to each site, because in that last round we saw Tone play behind boxes, and 2 rounds before that SNHU pushed up through mid, so they could be trying to call that out again. But I feel like with the way SNHU plays, they're just able to read their opponents so well. And again, just having that split where Chamber goes off into one area and the rest of the team onto the other, it just works out so well for them, because split is so dynamic where if you're pushing either site, there's a literal hallway where you can just pass through and just switch if you want to.
No, I agree. I'm honestly just super excited to see the plays that both these teams are currently making. I do believe that both of them are extremely talented, as we've been seeing so far, just the non-stop trades, the many rounds where it's come down to just so close, like that one round where Agron had to clutch it out just by playing for time. So I'm super excited to see the rest of this game. I think their split so far is going fantastic, and I really hope to see this timeout, just give them a little bit more of an upper hand as CGC and SNHU Blue go head-to-head once again.
Yeah, we're going to see that ultimate pop out right away from UIC, blocking off all of mid there, leaving SNHU kind of to commit to 1 or 2 areas here. And it looks like they're getting really, really offensive right now. They're just kind of going all out, not pushing out, obviously, but they're just making a lot of noise here. And I wonder if UIC is going to rotate right away or use it as distraction. I'm not sure what exactly is going to happen here.
Hilton not really able to find that boombot, trying to shoot some shots through the Viper's pit, but not quite able to find anyone. So it looks like SNHU might just be waiting it out slightly at B. Might also be looking at a prompted A rotate. Wondering if CGC is able to kind of, just read their rotate. I think for now, there's just staying put and looking through, but definitely that Cosmic Divide coming out from Tyzera might be a little bit of a big giveaway, as Hilton and Agron are able to make it onto A site, take the entirety of that site for SNHU, and it's actually a bait!
It's a huge bait,
It is a huge bait. Don't listen to anything I say, apparently.
No, it's insane. They were able to push up so far here. We're going to see both of them drop right there. The attack's gonna be crazy. Hilton and Agron gonna be able to get 2 kills there, and Flo gonna be able to get them back right away, but the fake was crazy, okay? Tyzera putting his stars down. I believe he has a gravity well there. Gonna be used that for the post plant, and Frank really just playing this up top here. Gonna get 2 kills right away, and Flo is the last one remaining and has to clutch it out here with a 1v2. Definitely possible, especially with his scatter there. He can use that for information, not to mention he has his blinds and his teleports. Unfortunately for him, though, it is planted towards garage, and time is running out. He has to make a move.
I'm super excited to see if he's going to be able to get this ace, actually. You know, we've seen him with the 3K. Oh, we do see that gravity well kind of coming out now, though. Going to try to deny him that defuse. We might be playing for time.
Oh, Nami's going to go for the knife. Oh, no. Nami. And just running in there with his knife out only, knowing he's not going to get that right away unless he sticks it, just beats him down, basically. And you're going to be able to close out that round. We're going to look at UIC's guns right now, and we're seeing three stingers. No, 3 stingers.
Oh, there were 4 stingers like 2 seconds ago. 3 stingers, a Spectre, and a Sheriff. So definitely looking more into a save round for UIC CGC. SNHU, however, is going full-blown by. So kind of wondering whether CGC is going to play a little bit slower because of this.
I mean, they either might be playing really slow or really aggressively, because it depends on the stinger move, really. Getting some information there, Tone is going to know exactly where Frank is, and it's just going to play back. But I think you're right in the way that they're going to play a little bit slower and just wait for them to peek the angles, because Stinger, super good up close. It's super good up close, but how far away? I mean, you have that burst, like with the Bulldog. The Bulldog is my favorite gun, by the way, and we'll talk about the Bulldog nonstop. But but similar to the Bulldog, it's not that good. I mean, he does as much damage as a classic, so.
Oh, really nice pick from Frank, able to open that round up for SNHU, but it doesn't look like they're pushing up way too aggressively. CGC is going to have to reevaluate their tactics now that their Raze, unfortunately, is no longer in this round. So looks like we're going to try to get a little bit of information now. We're going to have the Nightfall come on hostage, coming right up behind Agron. I do not think he was expecting that at all. SNHU pulling a super fast rotate over to B. Got the Prowler going out, unable to find any information. Nami pulling his black down, unfortunately being punished for it. As Flo finds him with a Stinger, Cobot's going to follow that up with Frank, and Hilton right behind him follows it up with Flo.
Yeah, Hostage having that fans in there is going to be a huge weapon upgrade for them. We're going to see the Seekers come out as well. Hilton's going to get 2 of them right off the bat in the reload. I thought Hostage was going to peek at that same time there, but now 1v2. Hostage does have his ultimate here. I wonder if he'll use that to either and get the defuse or not, but they're going to be planting for side here. They're not planting for garage, really, and that ultimate, I don't know if that's a good or bad ultimate for them, because it does corner them in an area here, and he will peek out right away, trying to get that headshot, but there's 2 of them. You can't look at 2 places at once, and Hilton with a 4-piece, making that round 10.
Really nice round from SNHU. You saw the way that they were both able to play off each other, not allowing Hostage to isolate them to give him that one-on-one situation that he very clearly looked for. So really nice round from SNHU, really good showing from Hostage, but unfortunately not too much you can do when it is a, obviously, 1v2. You do have your lockdown as Killjoy, and he did try to use that to bait them out, but in the end, it was not enough. Going into the 12th round, so the last round before the swap, do you think we're going to be seeing an 11-1 half, or you think we're going to have an 11-2?
I have no idea, to be honest.
I can't count anymore.
I mean, we're seeing Agron right now with an operator, so if he's able to get a pick right away, I think it might go into 11-2, but with it being the last round, you can only assume you're going to ult dump here, but only UIC's Omen has an ultimate, and if I were him, I would probably use it right away, but then again, I'm not an immortal, so I have no idea what's the right move here, but that ultimate can be used for information, and I just feel like they're not capitalizing on that. I don't think he's ulted all game.
No, I don't think he's ulted either. Frank is going to make first contact with the Omen, but SNHU, in the end, they are going to back off. Looks like they just wanted to get Frank's ultimate up. Now we do have the showstopper on SNHU's side as well. Flo is still going to stay on site. He did try to send his smoke out just to give them a little bit of cover. Does look like SNHU is playing it a little bit slower, so I'm wondering if they're waiting for some sort of big contact. It looks like the big contact is here as Agron makes his way over through sewers. We might be seeing an op play here at May.
That showstopper gonna come right on out, jumping all the way into heaven there, able to get that kill on Cobalt right away too, but the paint shells from Tone is gonna damage SNHU's Fade and kill Frank right away here as they start to push out. Tone is holding this angle, and it's gonna be super hard for Ty to get out of this sticky situation, but Hilton's got his back there, and they're able to take sight right away.
Tyzera is also able to find Toad as low health as he is. We are going to see a 3v2 now from SNHU versus CGC. Agron's going to be stuck in male hostage, going to try to send smoke out. Agron! Hostage for the left kill. Absolutely amazing half from SNHU. That is absolutely crazy. We are heading into this 11-1. What an amazing half.
That was crazy.
What an absolutely incredible half. I've said absolutely like 7 times in the last
You're absolutely correct. Absolutely. No, but what around there? Akron being fully blind, and their Sky, or no, sorry, that's there. Yeah, their Sky just. I don't know. It's okay. We've had those moments. We've all had those moments.
We have had those moments.
It's all right, but they're gonna be playing on defense now, switching it up here, and it looks like UIC just might be going all guns ablaze towards B here. It doesn't look like anybody's really gonna be moving towards mid or lurking at all. They're just gonna be kind of rushing it through it. And for SNHU's setup, I mean, it's a standard 2-1-2 setup, so I mean, it's nothing too out of the ordinary here. But Frank could be getting a lot.
Yeah, he might be walking right into a 5-stack. He does back off, however, and play it a little bit slower. He doesn't really want to walk to that Killjoy turret as of yet, and UIC is going to take that as their sign to start moving forward. We're going to see Viper Orbs try to come out, give them a little bit of cover as they head off the side. Hilton's going to send his Haunt out. Haunt will be destroyed, however. Not too much information on their side, and we are going to see full blinds coming out. Spec's going to open the round up with Frank, followed it up by Hilton, Tone, and Nami. Back-to-back trades from both teams. Absolutely crazy so far. It's been like 30 seconds in the game, and that is going to give Hostage the plan. SNHU is going to have to play for a retake now, so I'm excited to see if they're able to make it up. Looks like Nami's looking for that flank. Could be really bad for UIC if they don't see him coming. Hostage might have a little bit of an inkling, but at the same time, I don't think that they're quite looking towards where Nami is hiding for them.
Yeah, Nami kind of pushing towards CT here with SNHU's Astra. Gonna be able to get that kill right away on Cobalt there, making sure he's not hiding in that corner anymore, but kind of pushing out, going as fast as he can here. We'll get an idea where Hostage is playing, and Tyzera and Agron is just able to finish those guys off with a 1-12 win right now. SNHU is like in the lead, dog. Like they will have
not only in the league. One thing that I would like to recognize.
Yeah.
SNHU won another pistol round.
That's true.
Have you heard about the curse of SNHU Blue?
I haven't actually.
We for some reason do not win pistol rounds.
Why?
So I don't know, but I think this is like the 2nd or 3rd pistol round we have won. So let's go. SNHU Blue, pistol round winner, and now in match point. CGC UIC, unfortunately, is not going to have a lot of space to play around with.
Your favorite gun, dog.
Yeah, look
at four stingers.
They're not going to have a lot of space to play around with. This is the last round that they have, and unfortunately, if they mess it up, they will not have any chances at redemption in this map. So they're definitely going to have to play their cards super right, and we do see them kind of reevaluate their moves, play it a little bit slower. SNHU, however, is taking any chance for contact, as we see Agron rotating over through ropes already. Lots of utility coming out. Tone's going to open that round up, finding Tyzera. Nami using his utility, finding Flo, and Frank unfortunately caught out between Cobalt and his teammate, going down to Cobalt Stinger.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a scary play here. I mean, they all have stingers, but
really
Nami's not making it as scary as it should be there. Getting that headshot, gonna make it a nice even 3v3 here, but Killjoy is still gonna be super damaged here. Agron with the judge, though, gonna jump out, get Tone right away, and Spec. Only Hostage tries to hit him with the judge from that far. Honestly, it would be really funny if he was able to get that far, but Hostage may win. I was gonna say may win, but he just got caught in the angle there. Nami able to get that final kill there and make it the winner.
Hostage with that 2K almost was detrimental towards SNHU, if not for Nami, able to find Hostage for that 3K. So really, really nice first map to SNHU. What's the second map we're looking at? Lotus, right?
I believe it is Lotus. Yes.
I'm really excited to see SNHU head into Lotus. I don't think I've seen too much play on Lotus right now, so I'm super excited to see what they're able to do on that. But coming off that first map, I think they did absolutely incredible. I don't even know what else to say.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely incredible.
Absolutely. if I haven't said absolutely enough, here's another absolutely for you. What an absolutely incredible play from SNHU Blue and from CIC UGC as... Did I get that right? UIC CGC. UIC CGC.
There you go.
If anyone knows what CGC stands for, please let me
DM us immediately.
Yeah. What is your post-play analysis?
Post-play analysis? For which round?
Just your favorite round. Give me your favorite round before we cut it to break.
Post-play analysis. I don't remember who specifically, but they played in garage and they stalled the point. That's that, or the spike there. But while we are waiting for the second match here, we are gonna throw to a be right back, a little break there. and we'll see you soon on Lotus.
Back takes hostage out. Cobalt is going to trade Hilton down. It is down to a 2v1. CIC, CGC, UIC. That is a lot of letters for someone that is dyslexic.
The fake was crazy, okay? Tizera putting his stars down. I believe he has a gravity well there. Going to be used that for the post plant. And Franck really just playing this up top. You're going to get two.
Actually, we've seen him with the 3K. Oh, we do see that gravity well kind of coming out now, though. Going to try to deny him that defuse. We might be playing for time.
Oh, no, he's going to go for the knife. Oh, no.
Punish for it. As Flo finds him with a stinger, Cobalt's going to follow that up with Franck, and Hilton right behind him follows it up with Flo.
Yeah, hostage having that Phantom there is going to be a huge weapon upgrade for them. We're going to see the Seekers come out as well. Hilton's going to get two of them right off the bat.
Toad, as low health as he is. We are going to see a 3v2 now from SNHU versus CGC. Agron's going to be stuck in male. Hostage going to try to set him out. Agron!
Making sure he's not hiding in that corner anymore, but kind of pushing out, going as fast as he can here. We'll get an idea where Hostage is playing, and Tizera and Agron is just able to finish those guys off with a 1 to 12. It should be there, getting that headshot. Gonna make it a nice even 3v3 here, but Killjoy is still gonna be super damaged here. Agron with the judge though, gonna jump out, gets home right away, and Spec, only Hostage.
to the second map of the night. After that first map, I'm just so excited to go right back into it. I don't even know how else to say it. Like, that first map, for those of you that weren't here with us, it was a decisive 13-1.
Yeah, super challenging there. Really,
Yeah,
tough
game. But yeah, SNHU showed their dominance by winning that first. Was it?
I'm sorry. I just exclaimed at the level 376 here, and I don't think Zarko was in the last game either. I think this was a swap.
We are going straight into this Lotus game. Looks like the picks are going to be Astra, Raze, Sky, Viper, and Killjoy on SNHU. We are going to have Viper, Omen, Sky, Killjoy, and Raze on UIC CGC. And we are going to have CGC start on attack. Lotus is a pretty fun map. I'm not the best at Lotus, but then again, I'm not a very good player, so that is probably why.
It's okay.
I am really, really excited to see how both of these teams fare off in this map. I personally have not seen too much Lotus play yet, so I'm really excited. I do know that Astra on Lotus is really interesting, so I'm super excited to see Hilton pull that out. And Killjoy on Lotus is always good, so really, really nice to see CGC kind of run that comp as well as SNHU.
Yeah, almost the same lineup there. Only really having Omen and Astra as a difference. But UIC on the attack here, gonna have a little bit of an awkward push, a really big split here. Playing for picks is really what they're gonna be going for. But with SNHU, they have 3 on C here and 1 on each other site, which I don't know if that's weird or not, because I feel like either way, if it's 2-2 or 1, I feel like having 1 defender on each side or 2 on each is I don't know what I'm saying. That paint shells is gonna come out, forcing Agron out of that area there, and it looks like they're just not gonna fully commit to C here. They're just gonna play that little tactic that they were doing with that SNHU was doing with Split, having that one lurker kind of on one side while everybody else is on A here. We're seeing a lot of defenders literally just hold his angle right here. Spec just shooting a couple shots and running away there. Now thinking that there's not going to be any defenders on A. Tyzera is going to be there to stop them here.
Yeah, first contact being made with Tyzera and the Boombot here on A, and it does look pretty bad for SNHU, as the rest of SNHU is going to have to kind of rotate over as Tyzera looking at a 3v1. Able to take Cobalt off, but unfortunately Zarko is going to try Tyzera out. Hilton able to find Zarko after that, so still looking at pretty even trades. UIC, however, is going to be down 3, while SNHU is going to be looking at 4. So pretty even for now. Definitely anyone's game. Super excited to see how SNHU are able to recover this now that CIC do have the spike down. Hostage going to be able to find one. Agron trades Hostage out almost immediately, following it up with another kill by Spec.
Yeah, Flow kind of stuck in this area here. They know where they are. All of them are blinded, I believe, here, but shots are just not connecting. Left on 21 HP. He is sticking the defuse there. Going to try and wallbang it, but the bullets are flying past him. He's going to try and get through it, and eventually one of them is going to hit him there. Hilton going to be able to finish off that round with 1-0. I don't know why it was going to be any different, but it was going to be 1-0 there. And SNHU now having this economy is going to be able to buy up to a lot of bigger weapons here. We're going to see a Guardian from Agron and a lot of Spectres here. I think Franck might keep the Ghost maybe, but I could be mistaken. Oh, there's a Stinger. No, oh, and it's gone. Never mind. Your gun's not there. But in terms for UIC, they're going to be playing, the standard. I mean, you can't really buy much. We do see their Killjoy with the Sheriff, hopefully playing their hero gun here, but I don't know how well of an impact that's going to be.
First contact being made by Agron of SNHU. He's going to look directly into Spec, and he is going to back away from Mound where Spec and Zarko currently are, so we are looking towards more of a C push. Zarko pushing up super close to C, right past Mound. Franck is going to hide behind the box. Agron hoping that Zarko walks into his crosshair, but looks like Zarko is going to back off as well.
Yeah, kind of just, I think UIC just needs to get a feel on where SNHU is playing at the moment, because I think right now they're going to try and go for a B push here. We're already seeing their Omen getting those smokes out right away, and that they're just going to push on right onto site there. Tyzera is going to be in this little corner here. Might be able to get a pick, but he's cut off by this line of Viper's wall.
Really nice plant going down from Spec. We're going to have some information try to come out from their sky just to try to get a little bit of their positions. We're going to make a lot of contact. Agron's going to open it up with a shot on the paint shot. Hilton, Nami, and Agron finishing off with a 3K. And we're going to have the first flawless second bonus round go over to SNHU.
Yeah, that was a big round there. I didn't even see. I like blinked and it was all gone.
Yeah,
that
that is what we call a massacre on the B site. Someone called the cleanup crew because they ate and left no crumbs. I'm really tired.
No,
I'm really tired.
No,
I'm so sorry.
I was just not expecting that comment, but it's okay. But in terms of guns right now, UIC is on the upper hand. We're seeing SNHU with all Spectres right now. If they just run down like C or B and just spray, that would be super funny. But I don't think they're gonna do that anytime soon here. But they do got the upper hand. I mean, Phantoms, Vandals, whatever you want to call it, they have the advantage here. And SNHU with Spectres and Guardians may not work so well, but they are getting a little bit aggressive here. We're seeing them kind of push out and just get as many picks as they can, but they're not gonna go out all the way to the spawn. I don't think that'd be a wise choice there.
Yeah, it looks like SNHU is just gonna stay towards Mount for a little bit. We're gonna have Skydog come out and try to get a little bit of information. Is going to find Agron, but Zarko is going to use that, capitalize off it. He's going to get Agron as the first pick. That's going to be really big for UIC as we see them pushing up all the way at A.
Yeah, they're really kind of getting into their little area here, taking control of what they want to. But it looks like they're not even gonna go for a full A push. They're gonna start to rotate onto B and just bamboozle SNHU here. Now getting control of B. SNHU's defenders are kind of scattered here. They may need to coordinate a little bit better when they want to attack because they're literally just all around the site.
Yeah, now that Spec's been able to get the bomb down, it's all up to SNHU to play retake, but one person down, they're going to have to reevaluate their strategy. It does look like UIC is doing everything they can to keep SNHU out of sight, as we see by all the snake bites. Zarko is going to find another in Tyzera, bring it down to a 2v5. Now the Cobalt has also taken Frog out. It's not looking very good for SNHU. Zarko is going to finish up with a 3K. It's all up to Nami. Nami's going to have to go against 5 members of UIC. Raze and Viper are kind of low, but it's still going to be a bit hard for him. Nami going to find 2 with Flow and Spec. He's going to send his bird out, but looks like all of UIC has run away. Nami unfortunately dies to the bomb, not able to defuse it in time. Really good round from CGC.
Do you know why? Do you know if you get more of a bonus if you die to bomb?
I'm pretty sure
that, because I'm assuming that's why he.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that within the first few rounds, you do not want to save your gun, especially if you are in a bonus round as SNHU was in, so you'd much rather get that ult point up. We see Agron already ready with his showstopper, so we might actually see that come out in this round. I'm really excited. I think Agron on the Raze is really strong, but Zarko is also counting it up on the Raze, so we might be seeing 2 possible contenders for the Raze here on this map. Once again, starting it off really quickly. Already got shots coming out from both teams, trying to get a little bit of utility out, get that information going.
Yeah, kind of switching up with the defenders here. If you can see SNHU right now, they have no one on B at the moment. They kind of just have people on A and C with their guns, just holding angles as to the best as they can, which I think is a little bit of an interesting play here. But I mean, I guess it's nothing we haven't seen before. But UIC, again, playing really slow here. They actually are going to open that door up, kind of giving... I think that door is loud enough for SNHU to hear, but they're going to be pushing out very fast onto B.
Ooh, Nami able to blind 2, only able to find 1. Hasa just going to try to spec out. So really good trades coming out from both teams. Hilton is also going to be able to Cobalt. Agron going to be caught with his utility out, unable to find Zarko, but Hilton right there to trade Zarko back. Flow is not going to let that slide, going to get Hilton too. Bring it down to a 2v2 for both teams. Back-to-back trades from the teams. They really do not want to let the other have the upper hand at all.
I just realized they never even had Spike to begin with when they pushed out. So so their Killjoy had to run back into spawn and kind of have to reposition themselves here. But it looks like they are going to be finally, you know, planting down on A here. It's a 2v2 and SNHU does have to play retake here. And I feel like A is not terrible to retake, but the lines of sight is pretty predictable on where you can really come from here. and I'm really excited to see how they play this out.
Yeah, I think that SNHU really are going to have to play a little bit more carefully, as Hostage and Flow do have full control of the site. They have also planted already, so now that we've got that KJ turret up, there's going to be really good information to them. Hostage is able to find Tyzera, and Frank is full blind from the Omen. He's only got 8 bullets left. We are going to see him reload, and that could be detrimental to him, as Hostage and Flow, you know, if they isolate him, it's going to be super easy for him to not be able to get him. Frank, however, does find Hostage with that incredible flick. He does not have enough time to defuse the bomb, and we are going to see the second round head over to UIC CGC. Really nice round coming out for them. Second round as attackers.
Yeah, definitely putting a bit of a stronger foot into this match here. They have been able to really just, I mean, they've been able to just keep up really well. Last match they didn't do as good, but that could have just been because SNHU is just a little bit more dominant on split there. But now that we're on to Lotus, they're kind of playing, you know, a little bit of catch up here, like at 2v2, or sorry, 2-2. That's tongue twister, but. I mean, look at their guns. I mean, they're playing really smart right now, and they haven't really been... I feel like it's just whatever they've been doing has just been really good so far.
Yeah, I think like you mentioned kind of in the beginning of the game, it could be because of their sub Zarko. So I'm excited to see them make this really big comeback, especially since that first game was a little bit heavy-handed towards SNHU. We are going to see a few preemptive shots fired out, as well as some util coming out to try and get information. Frank's going to be left really low after the paint shells, so definitely going to have to play the lot safer. They did have Mound contest, like Zarko still is on Mound, but it does look like they're not going to contest it. Nami also going to get hit really low at A, so gonna have to play it a lot safer on the site if he's still playing to help his team out. A lot of utility coming out from Sky, most of them hitting Nami, so we are going to see him draw back as UIC once again rotates possibly back to B. They can't seem to make up their mind. They are jumping back and forth between all 3 sites before finally settling on one. They still do have 40 seconds, so I do believe we might see 1 or 2 more rotates before they actually choose a site to settle on.
It looks like they're a little bit more comfortable on this map here in terms of rotating, because they're able to just kind of get some information, you know, peek out a little bit, and then next thing you know, they're on a different site here. But from what it seems to look like, it looks like a possible B push again. They did that last time, and it looks like it went really well for them here. But Hilton, like being able to stand his ground and get 1 kill there is gonna be good, because I mean it's just 1 less player here. But in terms of numbers, Zarko
gonna bring you out. Gonna try to get a showstopper from Agron. He does find Flow. He's also gonna find Spec with a stinger. Frank's gonna get Zarko, and Cobalt frames Agron out to try and bring it down to a 1v1. They've got 1 second left on the clock. SNHU is able to win that out with a thrifty round by running out the time. Really nice showing from SNHU. Cobalt does look like he might be running into Frank, almost killing him, able to get away by the skin of his teeth. Really good showing from both schools.
Yeah, that was a round all right. I mean, with SNHU having only sheriffs there, I mean, they're able to play that out pretty well there. I mean, winning that round is, I mean, I don't even know what a round. Well, that's all I can really say here. But a lot of kills. I mean, Agron, he got 2 kills with the sheriff. Is that right?
I think he got.
Right? Or is that Zarko?
It was Zarko. Zarko got 2 kills. Agron was able to find one the showstopper. But going into this new round, we might be seeing
lineups.
That's what I was gonna say. I got so distracted by that. Don't think he actually let it off. So we might be looking towards more of a split from UIC. We've got a spike down again, so it doesn't really look like they're playing to set the bomb down, more playing really aggressive to find picks and possibly choose a site to rotate onto, as we see the Viper finally pick the spike up and join her teammates nearby B.
Yeah, it looks like Frank really trying to go for this lineup right now. I think it's default for A for what he's for lining up for, but at the moment UIC, dude, they're playing so like sneaky. Like all of them are playing like rats. I mean, none of them are
coming out.
Yeah, none of them are really committing to a site. And those seekers coming out, I feel like it's just not too helpful right there because of the wall from Sky's from the wall from the map. It's just not great there.
Yeah, Seeker's not really able to get too much information. Zarko's going to find the first pick of the game with Frank, and that's going to allow him to get his showstoppers off as well. Unfortunately, not able to find too much value out of that ult, and Cobalt is going to try to get the plant down. Tyzera is going to take contact with Zarko, but Zarko going to try and back off as the Seekers come out, and the Cosmic Divide coming out as well. Lots and lots of ults in this round. Spec's going to find Nami. Agron,
what is happening?
Tyzera, Hilton, Hostage, and Zarko all finding trades there as we bring it down to a 1v2. Hilton is going to have to find both members of UIC. He manages to find Cobalt. He might he does, and we're going to see him defuse this round for the 4th round, going over to SNHU. I'm not going to lie to you, I thought SNHU was done for in that round.
Yeah, I mean, Hostage there, he put the Bulldog to shame, man. He whiffed a couple shots there. I was just like, what is happening? But able to get one pick, but Hilton clutching it up for the team there, getting that nice 3-piece, is able to kind of put them in the lead here. And they're looking pretty good. Agron with a judge. I didn't even see that until closer. Sorry. Oh, Hilton with a judge. I want to see Agron with a judge because Agron, as Raze, you can just blast pack around, just shoot people, and I feel like that's like a guaranteed, like, at least trade or like 1 or 2 kills. Because imagine a paint shell's coming out and then Agron just flying at you after you already avoided the paint shells. I mean, I want to see that play.
Looking at a bit more of a broken buy from UIC, they might be gearing towards a save next round, especially if they do not win this round. And it looks like once again we are undecided on which site we are going to just get. So just looking for information and some picks. We are going to see a little bit of Viper action on A. Cobalt going super close to the wall, not quite pushing up, still waiting for SNHU to push into him. Tyzera finding a really nice corner to just hide behind. Might pay off really well for him if anyone walks into him. Does look like Zarko is not going to go into him yet as he sends out his boombot and his paint shells for some information. He knows that Tyzera could be nearby. You know, you see the turret up there. You're going to kick that out. Frank's going to shoot out his dog too. Finds Zarko for that first kill of the round. He's going to open the round up and see that UIC just slightly retreat.
Oh, the Killjoy ultimate is going to come out. Going to be forcing a lot of SNHU's members off the site there, but it looks like they may try and contest for what it's worth. Oh no, they were able to kill it. I'm not sure how, but they were able to. And Hostage gonna get rid of Nami and
Flo also able to find one, bring it down to a now 3v4.
Oh my!
Unfortunately taken out by Cobalt. That's not going to be very good for UIC. Cobalt is going to find Hilton too, bring it down to a 1v1. Tyzera is at 4 HP. It's not looking very good for him. He has the judge and he walks right into Cobalt for his 3k. He's also going to get the spike down. Not very good for SNHU, but definitely better for UIC as they're now able to come into this next round and buy guns. We're going to see Hilton's economy almost shattered as well as Nami. So probably a bit of a lighter buy coming out of SNHU. We might even be seeing a broken buy here.
Bro, Frank with the 3-piece there, just
4-piece actually.
No, 4-piece, but like it was three people at a time. They were all shooting at him too. Yeah, they were all shooting at him, and Frank just like. It was so fast. It was so really, fast. Really just whipped and just able to get all of them right away there. But SNHU gonna be at a very low buy here. We're seeing the Stinger obviously, but UIC right now.
Cobalt coming out with that really fast first pick off on Hilton. Nami unfortunately unable to find anyone. Gets spec right before being taken out. Zarko finding Agron and Nami bring it down to a 2v4 already within the first 20 seconds of the game. UIC has the upper hand. We're going to see Frank try to pull a fast rotate, but is it going to be enough? It might not be, especially since SNHU is on a rotate right now and they only have sheriffs.
That's true, but a headshot with the sheriff can also do a lot of damage here. Frank from last round played very well. I wonder if he'll be doing the same right now, but with it being a 2v4, he is able to get that headshot, now making it a 2v3, and he does have ults here, but I don't really know if that's going to be the best use for right now.
Yeah, we're going to see that Snakebite try to come out and isolate him and drop. Flo is going to find Tyzera, and it is all up to Frank. He's going to make contact with Hostage. I wonder if he's going to be able to find anyone. Unfortunately, as the Omen Blind come out, Flo is going to find Frank down at drop, and that is going to be the 4th round heading over to the attackers. Really, really good showing from both schools thus far, and we see UIC hungry for vengeance after that really, really fast first game.
Yeah, I mean, both teams, they're doing really well here. In terms of ultimates, though, SNHU does have some really good ults to really stop any push towards a site. I mean, you can always push a Viper ult, but your health is going to be ticking every single second there. And a Killjoy ultimate, I mean, you just got to get out before you're stunned. But for UIC, they also have their Viper ultimate, which can be really good for securing the plant there, and Omen as well, which can be used for information. But SNHU kind of always pushing up through here. We're seeing Agron again get headshotted with 1 HP remaining, but he is going to get healed up by his guy there, and it's just they're just playing a little bit more offensive here. I mean, we're seeing Frank as well with his Viper ultimate already down. I mean, UIC might push up into C, because I feel like that's the only place they may be able to go here at the moment.
Yeah, having that Viper's Pit up on B just guarantees almost full B control, so we might not be looking at a B push from UIC. It does look like they might be gearing up towards the C, as we have two already traveling through Mound. So still waiting for some contact. We've got a lot of utility coming out just for a little bit of information, as we see the Sky Flash come out and almost catch Ty, but still manages to get away unscathed. Tyzera is going to try and send his Nano Swarm out, and the spike goes down.
It goes down.
The spike goes down, but my brain just started. The spike goes down on C. We also have the enemy, the UIC team, bringing out their Viper's Pit. So they're really looking for full site control, not wanting to give it up to SNHU, as SNHU puts their lockdown down in hopes of isolating them and taking them out. We see them walk into the Viper's Pit, absolute massacre, as Agron, Spec, Tyzera, and Nami are all able to find one hostage. Unfortunately taken hostage by the... Sorry, I had to laugh at my own joke. But hostage being detained, is still able to help his teammate Flo find one, as SNHU defuse the bomb and take that round for his own. Nami finishing that off with a really nice 3K, bringing that back to SNHU.
Yeah, they were able to really get retake that site there with that Killjoy ultimate. They kind of forced the players to push out towards the ultimate, because I mean, normally you want to get off of site, but I feel like that's kind of predictable, so they kind of pushed it. But SNHU was waiting for that. They were holding that Viper, that little wall from Viper's ultimate, making sure that they didn't push any more than they needed to here. But in terms of guns, looks like we're going to be seeing... Oh, I thought we were going to be seeing about the same. Looks like they may be going for a save or buy for next round here, as UIC is not going to be having the greatest guns. They do got the Bulldog here, though. Maybe can they put it to work? Yes, they can. Cobalt putting some respect on the Bulldog there. Is going to get Nami right away and just back off.
That's going to be a really good opening pick for UIC. You know, bringing it down to a 4v5 does not look very good for SNHU now, as they really have to reevaluate. We've got no one left on B. So... UIC definitely playing it a little bit more courageous now that they know that they have the upper hand. They have one more man. We still do see the spike down, however, so we might be seeing this really good flank come out of Agron and Astra if they are able to pull that off. Hilton able to find Cobalt, bring it down back to a 4v4, so still anyone's game now that it's been evened out.
Yeah, still kind of playing for this play for picks area. No one's really picked up bomb, nor have they really decided on where they want to go at the moment. In terms of SNHU's defenders, no one's really on B. I mean, we see Viper, they're kind of playing both towards A and B here, but Hilton could be in contact very soon. Doesn't look like that's going to happen, but it looks like just a possible B push again. We're going to see those smokes come out right away, except SNHU's defenders are going to be a little bit more spread out here and a lot more angles they have to look through in order to really retake this site.
We're going to see Spec able to get the spike down on B, and we're going to have a showstopper come out from Zarko as well. That's going to be really, really heavy if he's able to get that investment. Unfortunately, unable to find any. Zarko finds one with Tyzera. Hostage finds one with Frank as well, and Agron also bringing out that showstopper. Unfortunately, unable to find any value from it as well, but trying to force them off the site with the Cosmic Divide coming up. Hilton gonna hold that smoke to try to let Agron take that defuse, but unfortunately only able to happen as Spec and Zarko come in to finish the job and get that 5th round for UIC.
Yeah, unfortunately, having those two ultimates there, Agron really trying to look for people to use his ult for, but unfortunately was just not able to get any. Their defenders looped around. They were in one area. I don't know what the official name is, but they were in one and they rotated around. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm really excited to see now that the game is a lot closer. We've got 5-5 rather than that complete steamroll that SNHU had last game. So I'm excited to see UIC really step into their element and get back a lot more. We're seeing, I'm possibly leaning towards this map being a UIC pick. I'm not too sure if we were told that or not, but definitely seeing how confident they are, and like you said, them starting on attack and having them pull those really fast rotate, it makes it really hard for SNHU to kind of read the moves that they're going into. So I'm super excited to see them really take this map back into their own, and I'm hoping to see SNHU either take them back on attack or really go back into their flow, because momentum is such a big thing for them, so this timeout could be really good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure the scores are even right now, 5-5,
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah, so really kind of catching up. I want to say catching up, but they're not catching up from anything. It's just I feel like just been they win around and then SNHU wins around, and it's just been back and forth over and over again. But I wonder if this timeout will do anything for these last 2 rounds. I believe this is the 10th round because 5 + 5
Yep, it
equals
should
5.
5 + 5 does not equal 5.
Oh, I mean 10. That's embarrassing. Okay, well, what's this round starting?
Going back into this round, it looks like we're gonna have SNHU on a little bit more of a safe round, so might be seeing this 6th round head over to UIC. We've got a really aggressive play at C here from SNHU, and not too sure if they've read it right, as we've got a 2-2-1 split from UIC. The paint shell is going to come out, going to do a lot of heavy damage to Nami as Akron finds the first pick with Zarko with his Sheriff. So definitely a force to be contested with. SNHU does not want them to take them any less seriously, even if they are on a save round.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to do a complete rotation here as they start to push up onto A. Franck with the classic. Hopefully that right click will be devastating for them. Ty also kind of holding this area for them, but they're going to be going in big there. Franck trying to get a pick. He's not going to get one right away. Tyzera getting one, and Flo getting Tyzera before he can do any more damage. But a 3v3 would bomb down SNHU on the retake.
Really nice trades coming out of both teams, and now Killjoy, having put the spike down, is going to also have enough points for their ultimate, so we might be able to see a lockdown come down. We are, however, seeing the Seekers come out first for a little bit of information. They are unable to find too many, still able to find one, so Nami gonna have to play that safe. Flo and Hostage both able to find one. Spec finishing it out. Nami trying to get Flo, but unfortunately it's not enough, as Spec is there to win them the round.
Yeah, unfortunately, kind of really pushing that ultimate there. Not going to be able to get a lot of value from it. But from this last round here, if it ends on a 6-6, it could be really well for both teams here. But it's still, I mean, we haven't seen Flo use his ultimate.
Yeah,
I don't think once.
Okay, I will have to agree with you on that. So definitely seeing the 6-6 lead, it's still anyone's game. We don't have any disparity in between the two teams. Both teams are keeping their own really, really well. So maybe with Flo using his ultimate, he might be able to bring UIC just into the lead a little bit more, and we might be seeing that next round. Who knows? So coming into this, last round before the swap, I'm super excited to see both teams just use the most out of their abilities and really take the side that they're looking for. We are once again looking at a bit more of a split from UIC. SNHU just waiting for them to push into.
Yeah, SNHU definitely playing a little bit more aggressive on the defense here. I wonder if they'll do the same on attacking right now, but Nami just really wants a kill there, just kind of going in as much as they can, but now they know that one of UIC's members does have an operator there, and they know not to really kind of peek the long sides. At least I hope they know that anyways there. But Agrin and Nami really just putting on this pressure right now. I feel like they're just doing this so UIC just doesn't know where they want to go here, and Nami might actually get a pick, but I mean, he's deep in spawn. He's deep. If they want to rotate, they have to get past Nami there, and I feel like they're a little discombobulated right now.
Yeah, it does look like Zarko does have to abandon his operator and run, so could be good for SNHU if they choose to pick it up, but I think in this battle, you are going to want to have your long-range rifles as compared to the operator that's not so good in the fight. So Nami choosing to stick with his weapon, he's going to find Zarko. Spec is going to be right there to trade him out, so good trades for both teams. Not too much of an impact insofar as both teams are down to a 4v4, but definitely could be detrimental in the long run. Tyzera, however, closing it out with another kill. Hostage right there to take Hilton out too. Once again, 3v3, they are running out of time, and we see the ult coming out. We see the ult coming out. We're going to have Spike planted, and now both teams are going to have to play it out. Hostage going to find Agrin there, going to bring that down to a 2v2. SNHU is going to have to play it really close in order to get 3 members of UIC out, as well as the Spike.
Yeah, kind of playing a really slow retake here. We see that blind coming out there. Gonna have both of SNHU's members blind. That wall's gonna come down, so he is gonna die there, but Tyzera, it's all gonna be up to him. A 1v2. He may know where both of them are. Is able to get Spec. Flo is the last one remaining. The time is ticking. Is gonna be holding that angle. He knows where he is. And it's just a game of just trying to figure out if he's going to be able to get it or not. He has to stick it there, and I don't think it was just able to. Anyways there, but Flo getting that kill. Gonna make it 5-7 there.
Yeah, definitely not much Tyzera can do in the end. In that 2v1, he was able to isolate them really nicely, get Hostage out, but with Flo kind of waiting for the time to run out, knowing that Tyzera is not going to have too much to do, he can either choose to defuse the bomb or look for Flo. Really allowed him to play for time, let it go out, and that guaranteed them the 7th round to UIC. Now that SNHU is on attack. What do you expect to see? I'm super excited, and I'm hoping that they're able to bring this around the same way that they did last game.
I mean, judging from what they did on defense from this game, they played a really aggressive defense. I mean, for whoever was on C, they were always pushing up near mound and just kind of get those little off angles there. So I wonder if they may try and do that. Sorry, excuse me, on A, or possibly. Or I'm sorry, they're pushing up towards C at the moment there, and they're just. I wonder if they're gonna. I just don't know if they're gonna be as strong as an offense as they were last time.
Talking about aggressive, UIC coming straight out of A, denying them any sort of entry into sight. So it does look like SNHU is going to go straight back to C, where UIC looks like they are reading them really, really well. We've got them all pushed up through Mount, so it's all up to SNHU to choose what they want to do. We might be seeing them back off, actually head towards B. But looks like both teams are coming out looking for blood. We've got a lot of utility coming out, trying to get any sort of information. Skyflash being sent out and finding few.
Yeah, it looks like their SNHU is just trying to run down that timer there, just trying to make sure that, I mean, like that they have no opportunity to really push forward there. That they're all going to be in smoke there, so they're going to be under impression that they're not going to be there as they start to come out. Agron is going to get that first kill of the match there, as well as Nami taking out both defenders on C there as they start to take sight.
Yes, the first contact at C site is not very good for UIC as they get 2. Now 3 members taken out as Agron finds Flow trying to come in through that flank. Frank and Tizera are also going to hold Mound, so not too much UIC can do if they walk right into them. Zarko, Cobalt going to try and get doors, maybe get one, but as the gravity walls is there, not too much they can do. Frank's going to be able to find Cobalt. It is all up to Zarko. He's stuck at doors. They all know where he is, and we see Frank just clean it up. Agron, for some reason, choosing to use his paint shells on Frank. Not too sure if that was meant to happen.
I mean, do we need a flashback of what Frank did?
Yeah, that's honestly so true.
Yeah,
Can we have a replay of what Frank did a few games ago with
Right.
his showstopper?
What a game that was. But talking about this game right now, I just want to talk about how SNHU all hid in the smoke there for that blind. That blind, or that Sky's blind there, really tripped up UIC because they thought that they weren't there anymore, but they were really all in smoke. So a little bit of a cool play that they're having there. And SNHU also going to be stronger on the gun side of things here, and that blind as well. Just going to be able to back SNHU off from C right now as they start to push up.
Seeing a full save, I was expecting UIC to play a lot less aggressive, but they are all pushed up all the way at A. Frank might get caught out by 3 members of UIC. Does look like they are backing off slightly, and Frank is able to get to the safety of his teammates.
Yeah, it looks like they're not gonna go for a full commit there, but they are kind of moving around in like little like huddles, if you may, but kind of just pushing together. I mean, they have pistols, right? They have to trade each other out, but just by the snake bites there, most of UIC, or sorry, 2 members of UIC are already kind of low, and they've rotated towards the C and B area, and I think SNHU knows that because now all of a sudden there's no one on A after they just pushed up so far. So now they're going to be slowly making their way there, and hopefully they might get a free site, but Sky is kind of holding that little area, so I don't know how well it'll work.
Super slow play so far. After that first initial aggressive contact, I was really expecting them to just go ham for it. Spec's going to try to open doors. About 30 seconds on the clock. SNHU is going to have to pick up the pace a little bit. And it looks like they're spinning.
Oh my god.
Walking right into Spec. Spec does not expect that goes down to Frank's Ghost. Hilton's able to get the plant down on A, and now it is up to UIC to play retake. We do see them come down. Agron right in the face. Hilton following up with 2 from the Bulldog. Zarko and Flo stood no chance. It is all down to Cobalt. It is a 1v5, and it is not looking very good for him, especially with him at 50 HP.
Yeah, just having a classic here. All he can really do is right-click and pray, and he will get one, but Frank is going to make sure that he doesn't get another one there. Going to be able to finish it off, and now finally tying things up 7-7 here. And, I mean, even so with guns right now, they're not terrible. 2 Bulldogs. That's 2 full Bulldogs, the best gun in the game. Right there.
I don't think I've ever picked up the Bulldog.
Well, you should, because it's the best gun in the game.
I don't know. I'm more of a Phantom Stinger player.
People don't use the burst enough, and they don't use it well enough. I mean, just a couple rounds ago, we saw the burst not really work too well in UIC's favor, but when it's used correctly, it's amazing. Okay, it's amazing. It doesn't get enough recognition here, but SNHU again kind of pushing it up through this 3-1-1 area, having Frank as a little rat here, being a little bit sneaky as that was a cool smoke play, kind of being able to get into that corner safely without UIC really knowing where they are exactly, but just they're really good at playing slow.
Yeah,
Like,
Skyflash not quite getting to where it was supposed to be, so not a lot of information for the UIC side. Flo gonna try to get some information, try to get some cover for them. Akron is going to punish Spec for not getting his Skybird out and takes him out at the first point of contact. It's down to a 4v5, and SNHU now retreating from C. Maybe we're looking towards a C push still. I'm not so sure. Looks like they're also reevaluating. Still having Frog all the way over at A side, trying to create some noise, maybe draw them over. Not too sure if UIC is taking the bait though, as we still do see Flo holding C.
Yeah, kind of really taking his time there. That blind that he first used was really good there, but now that they're all pushing out, Flo is going to be in this little smoke that wasn't a smoke at all, disappearing quickly. Agron able to get that kill, making it a 5v3.
Zarko is going to try to get onto side. Nami's going to deny that to him, as now it's all up to Cobalt and KJ to take this site back right after they plant the spike. I think playing retake here is not going to be very easy for them. Once again, it is a 2v5 now that, you know, Spike is down as well, so not only are they going to have to contest that by getting onto site, they're also going to have to think about how they're going to get to all 5 members of SNHU. So I think Hostage and Cobalt, they're going to choose to save here in this round, but what do you think?
Well, considering they were on the other side of the map right now, I'd hope they're saving because they are all the way in the corner near tree here and just kind of hiding in their own area and just making sure. Did they predict that? Did they predict that they were gonna be there? That's crazy.
They might have predicted it.
That's crazy.
And you know, them being on the other side, they might just not have read it very well. They might have thought it was Nami's gonna be able to find Hostage, almost able to find Cobalt. Cobalt takes both of them out, gonna bring it down to a 1v3, but unfortunately it's too little, too late, and we are going to see that 8th round head over to SNHU. Looks like maybe a bit more of a broken bye coming out of the UIC side, especially since none of them really made it out last round.
That's true. I mean, they might just be playing a hero gun here. I mean, the Phantom is also a great weapon there. I mean, I think that's just what they're gonna have to do. Cobalt having the Phantom
took the gun from the last round, being the only person that survived it. So I do expect him still to keep the Phantom from their last full buy round. But definitely coming out of the save, every time they come out of a save, I expect them to play a bit safer. But look at Spec all the way up at Mound, really shooting that kill turret out, and it looks like it was just a fake. Tyzera is running over to rejoin his team as they head over to A.
Yeah, really pushing through here. Cobalt gonna put that snake bite, just trying to deny any entrance right now. That Skydog getting a lot of information, showing that no one is on site at the moment. There are defenders holding it, but they only really have pistols here. That paint shells could do a lot of damage. Nami gonna be able to get that headshot on Cobalt, making him walk right into his crosshair there, as well as Agron getting Zarko and Nami. Possibly another one full blind, though. Not going to be able to get that second kill right away. But Frank, again, just always getting headshotted there, and Hostage on the flank, making this a 3v2.
Yeah, Tyzera and Spec in a 1v1, but Tyzera is able to find Spec right before he does. Makes that connection, and Agron from behind taking Hostage out. I don't think he quite expected to look at that angle, and we're going to see that round head over to SNHU for a little bit of a 2-round lead.
Yeah, really kind of, really put it... Sorry, they're really putting their step down on this. I mean, they've been able to kind of, how many rounds did they win in a row? 4 rounds in a row that they just won there, and half of them, not half, 3/4, I can do math, 3/4 of them were just by elimination only. So I think maybe their timeout, or did they time out, or did SNHU time out?
No, SNHU timed out, and definitely you can see how SNHU is such a momentum-sided team. The momentum you have, the easier it is for them to pick up rounds, as we see them now. Agron already going to open up the round with Hostage. What a great first pick for SNHU. Nami and Agron playing super aggressive up at Mound, so we might be looking towards more of a C push. Still leaving Frank at A side. I'm not too sure if we know that Zarko has the op, and we are also going to hear the Seekers come out, so definitely looking for a lot of information.
Yeah, kind of going on a full little push right here. Not really though. I mean, they are kind of switching around what they did there. We're gonna see that ultimate come out though, the showstopper as well, to get as much area as possible. Frank gonna be able to get one there, and with one of them jumping out, is able to save Frank. And I mean, there's only their Skyleft Spec, and he's just stuck in this low area, but he will get one. And Frank's gonna make sure he's not gonna get any more than he needs to there. Gonna be able to get that plant down, that extra money and bonus ultimate point. and to put it at 10-7 there. Now 3 rounds in the lead.
Really nice frags coming out of SNHU. That showstopper kill from Agron really saving Frank over there, and ultimately SNHU deciding to leave the op behind. So it looks like the op might be more of a UIC buy rather than SNHU pick. I'm really excited to see UIC hopefully recover from this, but as we see them head once again into a save round, maybe they'll decide to play more defensive this time. I'm not too sure. We've seen super aggressive pushes come out of them, so I'm wondering how they're going to play this.
Yeah, I mean, with them have such a disadvantage at guns here, they may just try and play a little bit forward because the worst guns are actually the best up close. So I wonder how well this push is going to be, because Frank, again, always going to be the lurker here, going to be able to try and possibly get another kill, but they're just pushing up, 2 of them all at once there. Frank kind of by himself, his team just not really carrying there, and just kind of going towards C to continue their push, because if UIC wins this round, they'll be great for economy for the second round, because this is a round that will matter the most for them. But that dog coming out, going to be able to get more information, and they're pushing out very fast here.
Nami's going to open that round up, find Hostage, and get his team onto site. Going to be really good for them as Hilton tries to get the plant down. Nami on the lookout for kills, gets Flow for a second kill. And Agron just waiting for them to walk right into his crosshairs as he finds Zarko being traded off quickly by Spec, but Tyzera is there to deny him any more kills. Cobalt is now on his lonesome looking for the rest of the SNHU team as he is able to make contact with Frank and bring him down really low. He does only have a sheriff, however, so it might be pretty hard for him. Hilton is trying to contest him as well, so it is all up to Cobalt. He's also going to have to play, you know, retake, defuse a spike and everything, and with all the utility coming out, it's really denying him any way to get onto the site.
Is he going to go for the knife here? Is he going to go for the knife? Yes, he is. Nami sneaking up right behind him, trolling. Going to be able to get that knife there. And now, I mean, right now, UIC should have enough money for this this match point here. Zarko going to be coming out with an operator and a timeout from a hostage here. With SNHU winning almost 6 rounds in a row, what do you think that they need to change here? Or at least they should recommend.
What does UIC have to change?
UIC, sorry.
So I think that both teams are very momentum-sided teams. As we saw, when Hilton called that first timeout, SNHU were able to turn on their heels, and they were really able to get all their rounds up, as we saw by that 6-round win streak from SNHU. So I'm assuming that UIC has kind of garnered that and now are using the timeout to try to break up that momentum. I'm not too sure if they're going to be able to do that. Definitely, they're not in that big of a lead, so the discrepancy isn't quite there yet. If I'm not mistaken, it's 10-7, if not 10-6.
I think it's 11-7.
There we go, 11-7. So with 4 rounds left, you still do have a few rounds to play around with. You know, you don't have too much room to play around with. Definitely, UIC can only really give up 1 more round before they head into match point and then the concluding map. So they do have to. I think this is the best time for them to call that timeout.
Definitely, because this, like you said, this round is really the most important round, because whether they win or lose here, I mean, they are all full buying right now. If anything, Spec might be able to buy like a Spectre or a Bulldog with Light Shield. I mean, this is going to be the most important, sorry, I've said it already, the most important round, because they'll just be broke for the last round there. And
yeah, but Zarko coming out with that op, super heavy investment. I don't think it's paid off too much in the past, so I'm really hoping he's able to find good value with that op, because we saw him left with 300 credits, and going into that 12th round with 300 credits, it's not going to be very, very good. So I'm really hoping that he's able to find good investment with that op. He looks like he's holding that corner down at C, so if anyone walks into him, it could be absolutely detrimental. We're going to have the Skydog go out, try to look for a little bit of information, and Zarko is going to find its first pick with Nami, really open that round up for them, and like I said, value has been given almost immediately. SNHU is going to have to reevaluate their tactics, and we see that as they fall back from Mound. Might be looking more towards an A push now.
Yeah, SNHU really considering or trying to think where they really want to go. Now that they know that UIC has an operator here, things could be really difficult, especially playing those long range areas here. We see Zarko right now already rotated and just holding down that line. Luckily for SNHU, there's a lot of smokes in the way, so they can't really get anywhere at the moment, but they're going to try and do a quick rotate onto B, but that snake bite is going to hold them back there and just leave them in this little corner here. They're going to have to push out. I don't believe they have any sort of blinds right now, and they kind of just have to go on their own instinct. Frank being able to get one, but they're just stuck in this little pocket until they decide to do something. The clock is ticking. They need to move.
That pick on Cobalt could be really good for them. They weren't able to find Flow, unfortunately, and the Seekers did come out to try and get some information. They were unfortunately denied, so UIC is going to be offside. Spec able to get Hilton off the spike, so not quite able to push it down. They've got 6 seconds left on the clock. Hostage finding 2, Zarko finishing it off, finding Agron with his op, actively denying them any chance of planting. We are going to see an 8-11 round come out of UIC, so definitely that timeout was what they needed.
100%. I mean, they really need to focus up for that round there. After, yeah, literally SNHU winning 6 rounds in a row there. Going to be able to put a stop to that streak, but still kind of being low on shields here. We see Zarko with full shields. I thought it said light shield at first. I must be wrong. But 2 of their players still have light shield there, which could either be good or bad depending on how aggressive they're really trying to play here. But we do see Zarko again kind of holding this area on Mound and just being really careful on how they really want to play this.
Yeah, we're going to see the same Viper's Pit come out of Cobalt that we saw from the last half from Frank. So really nice to see how they've been able to just utilize that Viper's Pit to take full control of B. Does look like SNHU is reaching more to a C push as we see them all gathering around Mound. But once again, playing it super slow, not quite making any moves as they wait for everyone to push into them.
Yeah, again, kind of playing the slow thing that SNHU always likes to do, kind of run down the clock and make sure that, you know, most of UIC's defenders can't really rotate or do anything that they really may want to try out. Maybe util baiting, but it really looks like right now they're just waiting for the time. And with with 3 defenders on C right now, things could get a little bit challenging because they are playing 3-1-1. But at the same time, so is SNHU with their own dedicated I guess 1v1s here, if you really want to call it that. But Cobalt, we could be seeing something here. Could be getting a little bit impatient right now. Tyzera is really close to seeing him at the same time. Is able to get that pick and shut down the Viper's Pit there with almost 30 seconds left. I wonder if they'll make any change in plans here. It doesn't look like they're going to, with Flo getting that pick on Nami.
Yeah, Flo's really able to catch SNHU rotating over to C. That's not going to be very good for SNHU, but now that they've been able to get onto site, Hilton able to find Flo. If they're able to get Zarko out too, this could be a free site for SNHU. Spec picks Frank off really easily, and that's down to a 3v3. Both teams still have equal opportunity. Both teams have 2 full HP members and 1 that is tagged slightly below half, so it's really anyone's game at this moment. Zarko with that op, however, could be dangerous, and Agron seems to sense the danger, backs off slightly, but he might be walking straight back into Zarko, who is holding position, walks right into Agron's crosshair, and Spec right there to trade him out.
Yeah, we're gonna see that Killjoys might push him out there. Hilton, though, not really caring, gonna be able to get that kill, and Tyzera trading him out, being the last one remaining, making it 12-8. Last round here. And let's look at the economy, because that is the biggest thing right now.
Before we look at the economy, that Spec 3K almost cost SNHU the round.
That's true.
Spec coming out with that 3K was so good for UIC. Unfortunately, not quite able to clutch it out. Coming out with that lockdown too. Really, really nice play coming out from UIC. Go ahead and continue on with the economy.
As I was saying, right, after I was rudely interrupted, no, I was joking. But they do have 3 full guns here. All of them are running light shield, but with only a Spectre and a Stinger, not much you can really do here. It looks like they may be trying to play more aggressive, similar to what SNHU did, kind of pushing up as much, not as much as they can. I mean, they're kind of playing around Mound there. It can be really sneaky, but SNHU,
he is completely free, and seems like they've capitalized on that, sending the Boombot out for a little bit of information. Destroyed almost immediately. Seekers coming out too. If they're able to get the spike down, this could be really good for them, but they're choosing actually to leave B. They might be rotating all the way over to A. Hostage able to find Tanzera as the first pick of the match round. Nami trading him out. Hostage finding another with Hilton. Nami finding Hostage. After that, non-stop trades coming out of both SNHU and UIC. Agron is going to find Spec, bringing it down to a 3v2. UIC is going to have to tread very carefully now that the spike is planted, and they have to play retake.
Yeah, 3v2 here. Kind of a little bit of an interesting play there. Kind of pushing towards B and kind of having the whole team flank. And Agron gonna be able to get Flo, having only Zarko remaining here. He does have full util except for his paint shells, which is arguably one of the best utils that Raze could have.
Zarko's going to be caught out in that snake bite, however, vulnerable at 67. And Nami's going to take him out for that second kill. 13th round heading over to SNHU for a perfect 2-0 map pick for their first Legends game. Congratulations, SNHU, and good job to UIC for a wonderful first day of games. Madav, what did you think about those games?
It was a great game, super fun. I mean, they were able to really, I mean, the second round they were kind of playing a little bit slow there, but they were able to figure out what UIC was doing and kind of just figure out their play and win the game.
Yeah, I think that was an absolutely incredible showing from SNHU this week, and I was so happy to see them back on. If you guys are interested, we are going to be back here next Monday. I'm not too sure what time it is yet, so definitely check out our Twitter, our Twitch, and our Discord for more information. We are going to be right back tomorrow with Smash, so come back to twitch.tv/SNHU Esports, and we are so excited to see you. Have a wonderful day, guys. Hostage out. Cobalt is going to trade Hilton out. It is down to a 2v1. CIC, CGC, UIC. That is a lot of letters for someone that is dyslexic.
The fake was crazy, okay? Tyzera putting his stars down. I believe he has a gravity well. They're going to be used that for the post plant. And Frank really just playing this up top. You're going to get two.
Actually, you know, we've seen him with the 3K. Oh, we do see that gravity well kind of coming out now, though. Going to try to deny him that defuse. We might be playing for time.
Oh, no, he's going to go for the knife. Oh, no.
Punish for it. As Flow finds him with a stinger, Cobalt's going to follow that up with Frank, and Hilton right behind him follows it up with Flow.
Yeah, Hostage having that fans in there is going to be a huge weapon upgrade for them. We're going to see the Seekers come out as well. Hilton's going to get two of them right off the bat.
Find Toad as low health as he is. We are going to see a 3v2 now from SNHU versus CGC. Agron's going to be stuck in male. Hostage going to try to send him both out. Agron!
Making sure he's not hiding in that corner anymore, but kind of pushing out, going as fast as he can here. We'll get an idea where Hostage is playing, and Tyzera and Agron is just able to finish those guys off with a 1-12 as it should be there, getting that headshot. Gonna make it a nice even 3v3 here, but Killjoy is still gonna be super damaged here. Agron with the judge though, gonna jump out, get Tone right away, and Spec, only Hostage.
The spike and everything, and with all the utility coming out, it's really denying him any way to get
no.
onto
Is he
the
gonna go
site.
for the knife here? Is he gonna go for the knife? Yes, he is. Sneaking up right behind him, trolling.
Trades there as we bring it down to a 1v2. Hilton is going to have to find both members of UIC. He manages to find Cobalt. He might. Oh, he does, and we're gonna see him defuse this round for the Zarko, and Flow stood no chance. It is all down to Cobalt. It is a 1v5, and it is not looking very good for him, especially with him at 50 HP.
Yeah, just having a classic here. All he can really do is right click and pray, and he will can also do a lot of damage here. Frank from last round played very well. I wonder if he'll be doing the same right now, but with it being a 2v4, he is able to get that headshot.
It's all up to Nami. Nami's gonna have to go against 5 members of UIC. Raze and Viper are kind of low, but it's still gonna be a bit hard for him. Nami gonna find 2 with Flow and Spec.
No, they were able to kill it. I'm not sure how, but they were able to. And Hostage gonna get rid of Nami and
Flow also able to find one, bring it down to a now 3v4. And
oh my!
Aggressive contact. I was really expecting them to just go ham for it. Spec's gonna try to open doors. About 30 seconds on the clock. SNHU is gonna have to pick up the pace a little bit. And it looks like they're fitting.
Oh my!
Welcome right into Spec coming out as well. Lots and lots of ults in this round. Spec's going to find Nami, Agron.
Oh, what is happening?
Tyzera, Hilton, Hostage, and Zarko all fighting trades there as we bring it down to a 1v2. Hilton holding position, walks right into Agron's crosshair, and Spec right there to trade him out.
Yeah, we're gonna see that Killjoy is gonna push him out there. Hilton though not really caring, gonna be able to get that kill, and Tyzera being able to stand his ground and get 1 kill there is gonna be good because I mean it's just one less player here, but in terms of numbers,
Zarko gonna bring you out. Gonna try to get a showstopper from Agron. He does find Flow. He's
I guess 1v1s here if you really want to call it that, but Cobalt we could be seeing something here. Could be getting a little bit impatient right now. Tyzera is really close to seeing him at the same time. Is able to get that pick.
Are also going to hold Mount, so not too much UIC can do if they walk right into them. Zarko, Cobalt going to try and get doors, maybe get one, but as the gravity walls is there, not too much they can do. Frank's going to be able to find.
Peace.